Yeah, so we gonna give it up to this magnificent cast. It's After Midnight. It's a production produced by Darius Parker. That's right. And this cast is filled with magical guests like Tanya T. Spirit Smith. Give it up. And Sahara Sada Muse. Word. This is an exploration of their stories of healing, of power, and empowering themselves through the healing process. So let's give it up to After Midnight!
Yeah, y'all, make some noise!
No.
Father's Day,
No.
2007.
Mama. No.
2006. Father's Day,
No.
2007.
Mama. 2006.
Wait!
What does one do when the hands on the clock stop ticking? On the last grain of sand falls to the bottom of hourglass. Tell me, are our stories frozen? As these winds are blowing within my ribcage, blowing within my city, we're running, we're hiding, we're running, we're hiding, we're running, we're hiding, we're
Running against the pavement. Concrete lungs, just how long before suffocation disables us? Can time even measure itself while it holds us back, breathing hollow breaths? If we breathe anymore, we might tip over the scale. If we break, then do we fail? If we break, then do we fail? If we break, then do we fail?
The first time I fell, I broke in half. Mama told me it was okay to cry, that life goes on. Even if you try to stop time, I knew not even knocking would save us from forced entry, but a few bruised bones would make minutes feel like hours. Still living in TikTok mode, because even broken clocks are right twice a day, crescendos in the center of solitude, oceans on dry land, mistakes keeping me alive, mistakes keeping me alive, mistakes keeping me alive.
What the Way in the water, way in the water, children, way in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Way in the water. Way in the water, children. Way in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Way
Are my people's stories not good enough for you? Or the way they pick cotton not intriguing enough? Or the way they endured lashes of fire on their backs in order to see their families at night? Tell me, is my history boring?
in the water.
Are black offensive?
God's
Those
gonna
28 days in
trouble
February is all some of us got. My ancestors have bled on your America's flag long after slavery. Suffocating beneath red waters, we're waiting on hands and feet, writing our history on waves, carrying our lineage on backs. You see bullets bounce between ocean currents like middle passages, like black boys floating in pools of blood. I am the blood and sweat of my ancestors seeped into this soil that's produced the strangest of fruit. I am sandcastles built on concrete because concrete can't stand sand anymore. Kind of like America can't seem to stand those black boys anymore. Like guns in the hand of those black boys and black girls and black boys and black girls. They see no difference. They see black. They see color. They see no difference. Carter G. Woodson created Black History Week as a means to give credit to the diligence within the bones of my people. A confirmation that invention and innovation isn't just a white thing, and that my melanin was good for something more than collard greens and fried chicken. I'm the fight in Martin's voice, the rage in Malcolm's power, militant like Fred Hampton, cunning like Harriet Brave, like Rosa fed the fuck up like you, like me, of this country and its injustice. My people are strong, and I'm still trying to connect dots of blood and bone, wondering what true history even is, and being black is even real. What is black? What is real? I am African. The Nile River is pumping through my veins. I am Ghanaian, Sudanese. I am Kenyan, Egyptian, Moroccan, Somalia. I am the scriptures lost at sea. I am waiting amongst all waters, searching, wondering, waiting, forever waiting, wondering if time could be stopped.
Somebody ain't watching the board.
You gotta move the second type
Somebody
of
ain't watching the board.
You go like that, you can feel it. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
What's that mean?
You just got a good one.
How you know?
So you can feel it.
Feel what?
Don't you feel that like vibration in the back?
Oh, yeah. Let me see that shit. Got me all curious now.
Oh, well, that's what I want to know. What's that?
See? This an old fat one. You can't feel nothing.
Uprising in the middle of the war, battlegrounds for the poor. Said my music made you feel something. I'm about to spill all emotions on the page. Time to heal from it. Pulling back the pill on you. Pay the price you can't stomach. The truth, I bet my mama I can't lose. Drugs became her noose. Not a pot to piss, not a hard to hit, can make me miss a nigga. So I never miss you niggas. She taught me that. I'm about it. Strolling through the hood with honor. Pay your dues to prosper, huh? How do you live inside a world full of fake, full of hate that make you take this shit for granted? Sitting in gardens, calling my dad for some peace, cause I've been empty for a while now. I've been in the flowers hiding out. How do I sprout? What the fuck is all this shooting about? Planted in raps cause I'm gaining my clout. I'm here to stay now. Remember back when we were young? We would always play with guns. Now they shooting niggas for the fun of it. I hate it here. Granny had to move away. Yammy shot 10 times in one day. I don't want to be here stuck. Wishing you well, but we're running out of luck. This is poverty 101. Ain't no way out.
Wait. Oh, we finna be fucking late.
We're always late.
That's cause you always take forever getting ready.
Look, let's just track another bus.
And not out the blame on me.
Hey, y'all see that?
Oh shit.
Oh, you know, since we missed our bus, we might as well get some ice cream.
I mean, I'm always down.
Yeah, I really love ice cream and pickles.
Ice cream and pickles, bro?
Whoa, that's nasty, T.
It's good. Y'all should really try it. This is what it feels like to be a woman. To have your bones claw against each other. This is everything my mother never taught me. The first time I met you, you were all destiny. All covered in afterbirth, and here I was, a silent woman in tears. combustion in the middle of a bathroom, I promised myself I'll stop writing sad poems when I knew healing into happiness. When midnight comes, I hope that you awaking stars break in the womb of heaven. In the center of the eclipse, I know you are the light everyone sees right before death. Epiphany slaughtered before their eyes. And the flowers aren't pink when every petal touches my cheek. I can feel the choking of my seed. I remember that every angel breaking in the scarlet sky is you, making room to carry my scarred, lit body across the ocean floor like the womb of every tear-filled mother, making salty amends, sharks feasting. The bloody baptism of skin has always been the image invading my personal space. On a Tuesday, I saw you wake up from your sleep and slip right out of me with ease. The second time, your ghost comforted me by a hospital bed. You closure. If you didn't leave me standing alone, we cemented on a fiery heaven and flew with the idea of love. Didn't want the heaviness of my selfishness to scare you right out of my stomach again, but it always did. You always died shaking my hand. Meeting you by a tombstone has always been my reasoning for holding on. Not understanding. I hope that you are somewhere reincarnating into my bones and my toes glide across the sand tiles where we first spoke. I can picture you as the book I never finished reading, or the kiss never touching the lip but knows more flowers than emptiness could ever say. I felt most like a woman when my underwear was full of blood clots, when I knew our hollow bones waiting for your intrusion. Intruder you are. Somewhere between heaven and the combustion of bathrooms, you're full of space, and I'll apologize for not being enough vessel for your passing, but I intertwined my fingers into yours before you even said hello. You looked so elegant that I swore this would be my last time meeting you by a tombstone created for your departure, and mine too. Because I couldn't live with the thought of you dancing with afterbirth still on your feet and innocence still in your palms. You made me feel the happiness of being chosen and the pain of death all in one breath. There's nothing good about saying bye. But it was so nice to meet you. I think I finally decided to stop hoping for a garden filled with planted women, because I finally decided to grow without water.
I got a fucking brain freeze.
Oh, you guys, look at that little boy and his dad. They are so cute.
Oh my God, look at his little Power Ranger shirt. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Darius. Happy birthday to you.
If only I could count the amount of blown out candles you were absent for on one hand, would I be content? Or that the fire that burns inside of me is only in gratitude to you. Curtis, I wish you and your family nothing but the best, but there's a hole you left within my soul. You broke my mother's heart, and I'm still dealing with her trauma because of you. She is bitter, and though she says she may not be here, but how the fuck can she not be when you and I share the same face? Curtis, it isn't your fault you weren't taught how to be a good man, or taught how to be a good father to the 6 of us, but you made your choice, and I'm still learning how to cope. I remember when I was 7 years old, and you used to come and pick me up from school. My classmates were envy of us because they wished their fathers would come to collect them too. 7 years old, trapped in between Magic School Bus and adolescence. 7 years old, sleeping at the foot of you in my mother's bed because I didn't want to be apart from you. I remember when I was 5. And I called myself trying to be a singer or something like that. And I performed a concert for you and my mom. 6, when you took me to the barbershop. 7, still waiting for you after school. 8, Curtis, who? 9, I remember spending time with your mother and father, but it still wasn't as good as having you in my life. 10, where are you? 11, nearly erased from memory. 12, still waiting. 13, loss of virginity, puberty, and a surgery. 14, I invited you and your entire family to my 8th grade graduation, and none of you sons of bitches showed up. 15, first year of high school, lost, trying to find myself. Where are you? 16, I failed just about every class a sophomore level scholar could fail, and I paid for it. 17, the first time my lips connected to someone of the same sex. Dad, where were you to tell me if this was incorrect? 18, they crowned me as their prom king. Dad, tell me, are you proud yet? 19, I graduated at the top of my class from an alternative high school. So I write for what is real, because my wounds have only been covered by the bandages of my imagination, because I have yet to be healed. 20, I saw you at the life celebration of your mother. Our eyes met, and I saw so much of myself in you. I waved to you as if you were a mere stranger. How does it feel, Curtis, to be treated like somebody I didn't know? Because I can't say that I do. I don't know you, never knew you, only of you.
Darius.
What?
Is he okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, man. Hey, what is taking this bus so long? We've been here for 39,000 minutes. Like, what is that?
Y'all know Chicago buses be taking forever.
I'm saying, like, what?
Hello?
Yeah, what's good, shorty?
Who is this?
What you mean, what's this? You trying to see me tonight?
Nah, I'm good.
What you mean you good? Hey, last time you was
Look.
down the...
I'm not that girl anymore, okay? I could always lay down in my shame, but never could wake up without it. I could always lay down in my shame, but could never wake up without it. The streetlights shine through the windows after midnight. My body lays in the same upward position, gazing into the ceiling, subconsciously wishing it would collapse. It would be easier than having to wake up next to any of them. I found myself in a one-room apartment. I told myself it's the last room I dream of dying in, the last time I'd let my body control my mind, because I had been spending months camping out with the next best thing I thought I could make love me. When I couldn't even get one of them to want to make love to me, I didn't choose to take this path intentionally. I only intended on settling once I gave each one permission to invade inside me. I found myself after the last climax, because I couldn't reach another, touching myself every night because I wasn't trying to remember where it all began. Body count 4.
Body count 4.
That night was the first of many I'd lose my morals underneath the cotton sheets. Smothered my screams with pillows so he couldn't hear the emotions behind them. I always wondered if he could hear my thoughts beyond the deepness he lost himself in. I lost myself then. Body count 5. I couldn't feel alive anymore. Our skin cradled in the darkness. I could taste the disconnect, but I seemed content tiptoeing on the creaking wooden floors of his home, escaping my realities on top of him. He held my waist, and maybe to him I felt weightless, considering there was nothing but an empty soul galloping amongst him. Body count 6.
Body count 6.
I was hungry for human connection, no longer afraid to admit it. I wasn't addicted, I just didn't know how to fill those voids in any other way. Craving companionship with strangers I knew all too well, feeding into my vulnerable existence. Body count 7. I found myself in a one-room apartment. Sleepless and racing introspections descending against me. I was fiending for something deeper than company. On isolated nights, I never imagined myself to be stuck in predicaments such as this, using sex as a scapegoat to relinquish my lonely being. But I longed for a man's touch. I longed to belong in the comfort of a man's heart. Garnished my respect for myself every time they came. Every time I laid with my face to the ceiling, another night the streetlights would remind me just how disgusting I actually was. I couldn't wash away the anguish. Hazy visions of erasing my mistakes, but each one had me blind to the fact that I was trying to find belief in a love that didn't exist, leaving a piece of my pride with each goodbye slipping off the lips I kissed, that scent blending with my pigment, relentless desires to mean more than nothing. But nothing led me to stare at ceilings after midnight.
Huh! The bus is here finally.
It's here. I hear.
Ooh, you guys, y'all gonna kill me because I left something.
What?
What?
Hell
Y'all
no.
know I live right here. The bus
Nope.
counter down there. Don't leave me. I'm gonna be right
I'm
back.
finna
I'm
go.
gonna be right back.
For
I'm gonna
sure.
be right back.
I'm
Girl, bye.
Shot-town madness. Tourists in the vastness. Keep the killings coming like the blood is a magnet. Focus on what happens. Another boy slain at the after party, laying in his loose change. Another neck for the noose. Who to call for a truce? Cause we ducking from the bullets, just a game that we lose. Running out of time, running from our minds. Speaking from my heart to the souls trying to die. If they ever find it out, I just pray that I'm alive. Cause I want a little change. Make it to the other side. Hold your breath, close your eyes. Stay away from the gelatin. Slaying off our kind, they trying to dissipate the melanin, embedded into the message, permitted measures. Pelly, niggas spending money, the perfect parish, repetitive like a parrot. Diminish most of our glamour. Crystal see from my skin, we just covered. Our shit been tampered.
Daddy!
Mommy!
Hey, Dad!
Mommy!
Dad!
Oh,
Are you gonna do a dance for me, Dad?
Mommy! You leave me alone,
Okay.
Mommy.
5, 6,
I love you.
7.
Mommy.
Hey, Dad! Come on, play a dance. Dad!
Mommy.
Dad! Please. Son, I looked into his eyes and I told him to never forget where we came from. And that our blood was much more than 66 shot in Chicago on Memorial Day weekend. That I wouldn't let a crooked-ass cop make a news story out of him, out of us, out of this family, that we did not have much. But what we had was each other. And that with each step he takes to succeed in this life, to always be conscious of time. You can't get it back, son. It keeps running. We go out the woozy, a pocket full of pussy. Ashes, we all fall.
When my roots grow into a son, I will nurture his bones with the dirt our skin came from. Promise him open apologies, arms extended wide into hugs and kisses. Be so Jacinda that he'll grow into the same spirituality as Jaquanda. Last night, I dreamed of drowning infants. Black women push out the only kind of human being who's endangered, and nobody thanks her for it. Nobody teaches her how to be steering wheel to a street nigga. We go round the world,
a pocket full of pussy. Ashes, we all fall.
You don't even exist yet. Yeah, you already exist to me. Cradling inside my womb, your feet pedaling against me. I envision how radiant your skin will be, how amazing it will be to raise a king. I can feel you in my arms, eyes wide mirroring my vision. I look at you and I am preparing myself for the battles you'll feel man enough to conquer alone. For the amount of hate that will be given, but you'll understand why I am here to always catch you when your attempts may fail. When you feel alone and exhausted from being a black man, but know that it's still the most powerful thing about you. Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall.
I'll be an example to him. Because my father was never one to me. And if one day he should come home and ask what's the point behind it all, I'll let my pain grab him by the hand. I'll let it drag him to the depths of my heart where my closet sits padlocked and chained, and I'll open it with every ounce of recollection that I have. I'll let him slow dance with the skeletons I've collected. And though he may tremble with fear, I'll be there to support him with everything I fucking got. One day he'll thank me. Maybe. My only wish for you, son, is to be a man of integrity and to mean something to the seeds that you planted within this world, and to use your own paintbrush that you forged from fire and teardrops and make sound decisions on your own. I can see the creation in your pupil. I love you, son. I'll meet you soon.
Tell him to love women like they're me. Nobody told me that on that first day I had to say, let there be light in the streets so that my darkness can walk in it. Nobody told me that I have to be ready to give birth to someone who's destined to die before I do. Nobody told me to lock his hair, seal in his purity, massage his masculinity, seal in his purity, because when they see him, they would see anything but black women. Push out black men. Teach him that the head of the household doesn't have to be a man, so he doesn't have to be one before his time.
I want you to understand that there are systems built to destroy men that look like you, to break the women that look like your mother and talk like your sister. I want you to know that living in your skin will never be easy and to never expect it to be. I love you, and you don't even exist, that you already exist to me.
We go round the world, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall
Down.
Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Great. Welcome to hashtag Black People Be Like, a game show where we select two Afro-Americans to compete in a trivia of questions. Are you guys ready? Okay. I'm your host, Tom Tucker, by the way, if I didn't say that at first. So, before we begin, I want my contestants to say their first name and what side of Chicago they're from. You first.
My name is Amira.
Amira.
Yes.
What side of the city you're from? Let me guess. You're from the south side.
No, I'm from the west side, actually.
Not much of a difference there. How about you?
My name is Sharika, and I'm from West Chatham, South Here.
Oh, welcome, Sharika, West Chatham. Oh,
Yeah.
How many black boys have been shot there today? About 1,700? Well, let's begin our game, shall we? So, ladies, hands behind your back. The first person who answers the question right gets the points. Ladies, are you ready? Audience, are you ready? Let's play. First question. What is the percent of black boys raised in a single-parent home?
Oh, I know. 72%.
72%. How about you?
Are you serious right now?
Survey says 72%. Good job. Time it up for her, guys. Okay. Next question. Are you ready? Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Next question. How many black boys have been shot since the beginning of the year?
I know this one. It is 1,672.
Great answer. How about you?
This is bullshit.
Well, survey says 1,672. Good job, Sharika.
Thank
You should probably catch up. Okay, so our final question of the night is going to win one of these contestants the grand prize. Before I ask this question, is there anything you want to say to your fans back at home?
Oh, yeah, I just want to say, Pokey and y'all the block. I'm about to win this.
Hi, Pookie. How about you?
Okay, I want to say that people in my city die every day, and you're just making a joke about it.
Well, sounds like your people's problem, not mine. Now, back to our last question for the gold. Are you ready yet, Shamira or Shaniqua?
Play the game.
So, last question. How many black girls will be pregnant before they're 15?
Oh, all of them.
All of them. How about you?
Get out of my face.
Survey says all of them. Congratulations, Sharika. You're our winner. Clap it up for Sharika, guys. Great job. Great job. So, Sharika has won our grand prize of $3,000 in EBT Link.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it.
So, Sharika, is there anything you want to say to your fans and family back at home?
Yes, I just want to say I can't wait to spend it on my kids and my Pookie and them go buy like 50 of them. And do you know, yeah.
Great job. We'll be back next week with Back People Be Like. I'm your host, Tom Tucker. Thank you so much for joining us. Get this black woman off me.
Niggas always on the run. That's why we got feet. We got demons in our closets that crawl once we sleep. Yesterday was not the first time I tried running in the right direction, but the system wrongs us every time. Niggas always on the run, always seeking the distance, trapped inside mindsets that are too stuck on negative energy, reclining in two-seaters with nines residing in their front pockets. They used to call us niggas. Black folk who were just too stupid to understand. Now that we understand, we're still niggas who are too cozy to make a change. I want to be the change. I took off my running shoes. They sit on top of the piles of demons that sit in my closet. Those demons hold skeletons that we try so desperately to break down. We hide our pain there. Bone marrow is escaping from underneath the doors. I don't dare to open it, afraid that my past might dance circles around me. We haven't confronted our demons. We as a people never face our problems.
Still we have bloody wounds
Dripping blood down to our feet.
Painting our deepest affliction.
upon the blank canvas. If only our portraits could be complete, that would be men whose midnight you could see in the daytime.
Your scarring will look so similar that it'll scare you to think of your own death staring into someone else's eyes. That night I laid eyes on your autopsy.
Northern Illinois diploma was damn near in your hand. Your black male initiative was taken away before you knew its full potential.
I saw the meaning of your name stitched all over your body.
Quietly sleeping somewhere with the God who was silently weeping over the 16 soundless wounds, internally making noise for a hushed spirit.
Who was noiselessly dying in front of a police officer.
Have we not thanked you enough for
Some of
helping us bathe in our own vital fluids?
Some of us drowning.
And it's all a part of some sick plot.
Planting your dirty deeds underneath the green grass.
I've seen the overflow of the madness in April. When the showers are just a replica of our sorrows. You say we haven't thanked you enough.
So let's show some gratitude.
Bow our beaten heads to praise you.
Align our minds and strip us of any knowledge we may have consumed. We never needed to think for ourselves
We
anyway.
never needed a reason to rebel against the oppression.
We salute you for the dilution of our culture.
As the ghosts of that officer's gun pierced through your skin.
Leaving blood-stained coloring books
and graduation tassels.
Broken black hearts, broken hope, we be broken.
And even with broken crayons, we keep coloring, hoping that our pictures will
We envision a world without the bloodshed at the hand of a cop.
And if our people will ever get our happily ever after.
I can't remember the last time I spoke to a white man
without feeling like my black fate could be in his white hands.
Green, brown, gray, no matter what color the last name, don't expect to make a rainbow out of black boys. I saw painting shift their colors in the dark, manifest magic inside the sun.
And still die
In the moonlight.
You must have been a hood nigga with locks.
Who couldn't unlock his full potential?
Your story is one we know too little about.
But see so much of on Fox News. Your memory can only be frozen in this photograph. But we will never know the worth of your work of art.
Cause every time we get close,
they banish our victories like dust swept underneath the carpet.
trying to gain composure on this paintbrush.
But our hands are idle.
Breaking after every stroke.
And these wet bristles don't belong to your cans of color just because it is what we are made for.
Always creating jaw-dropping sights
That highlight the night skies. Cause every time we get close,
the nights are always darker for us.
They couldn't have known what it's like to push your oppressed skin and bones
Out of a black woman's pink pussy without apologizing for it.
cause every time we get close, the grandeur of your obtuse body, your lungs will never feel human again.
The soreness of each shot felt like 16 in one.
16 in one spectacle, I'm skeptical.
Couldn't believe the silence you created. Every time we get close,
I saw you running,
Almost like a slave.
almost like niggas after midnight, like racing through racism,
ducking discrimination,
burning our feet on the grass of change, cause every time we get close. After midnight we heal. After midnight we heal.
After midnight,
What does one do when the hands on the clock stop ticking? Or when hourglasses reaches to its maximum, what if those winds could be frozen? After midnight
This
we heal.
is learning to be an adult, to run for myself. The first time I healed, I wrote hills and hills of poems and raps, slipped from heaven's front door and promised myself forgiveness. The next morning, never felt the sky touch my palms, but I swore someday I would. Someday I could grow a garden with empty seeds and still feel proud of myself. Still feel strength in the toes of inferior. I almost lost myself in a winner's corner. I almost left myself after midnight.
How many more clocks have to strike 12 before we wake up? Before we die, before we love, before we heal? It isn't just our stories trapped in the limbo of midnight and dawn. What happens to lost souls after midnight? What happens to the will to love when you cannot control time? It keeps running. It's everlasting. But so is hope. For anybody who finds solace in any one of our stories, just remember, time heals. So that would have been the end of our show. But while we're preparing to present to you guys After Midnight, the tragedy in Orlando happened, and myself as a black gay youth, I feel like it's only right for me to use this platform to say something. So this portion of our show is in the works. We're gonna make sure it's presented for you guys. We're performing this again at the Greenhouse Theater, July 27th. And if you guys can come out and check out the fully developed version of this scene, we really appreciate it because it really hits home for a lot of us here, especially myself. Here you go. Could have been Chicago, could have been Halsted Street, could have been Hydrate Circuit or Spin, could have been every LGBTQ person I've come to know and love, could have been me, could have been Devontae, could have been Nick, could have been David, could have been Terrence. It's so scary. I wonder how many racist homophobes said a prayer that night. I hate this world so bad. Makes me feel hopeless. Makes me feel insignificant. Makes me think the people I love are insignificant. Could have been my sister, could have been my cousins, could have been anyone. It fucks with me. Especially the story about Eddie Justice. I can't stop crying and thinking about it. What would I have said to my mother if gun be pointed in my face with only 10 seconds of life left in me? Wouldn't I love you suffice for the lifetime of pain she's about to endure? Could have been me, could have been us. Violence ain't got no preference, neither does racism. It ain't about sex, it ain't about color, it ain't about blaming an entire religion. It ain't about gays versus straights, it ain't about me versus you, it ain't about none of what y'all are making it. It's about 50 black and brown gay youth who lost their lives. It's about the liberation of a people, a love for humanity. I stand with you, Orlando, the victims and their families. I stand with you. I stand with you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, After Midnight.
Yeah, let's give it up for After Midnight.